Bad bit, bad bit, I think. What's up, fellas? Welcome to stream. You might have known that Sonic Unleashed got like a PC port recently. Like someone managed to decompile and recompile the Xbox 360 for Sonic Unleashed. So like Sonic Unleashed is hot now. Everyone's like talking about it. Everyone's like gassing it up again, and everyone's like thinking about it. And I thought that was like a good opportunity to like revisit it. So that's what we're doing today. Let's see. Is the game in order? Is the game in check? Alright. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see what Unleashed is like all the rage about. It's gotta be sweet, right? Everyone loves this fucking game. Alright, and we have a special guest here. I'm streaming from Spagonia at night. We got Sonic the Werehog right here on stream. Welcome, fella. What's up? What's up with you? Oh, really? That's quite alright. That's cool. Welcome, Lou. Welcome, Atro. What's up? How's it doing? I'm checking out Sonic Unleashed. Is that cool? It was indeed not what? It was alright. It wasn't already on PC. Yeah, it wasn't. It was only on. There's the PS2 version. There's the PS3 version, and you know the 360 version. The Wii and PS2 and the 360 and the PS3. And only the 360 kind of worked. The PS3 one ran terrible and shit. But like if you played it, the only real good way to play the 360 Unleashed was like to play it on an Xbox One. The only way to play the game without like frame rate and like lag and shit. But that was not ideal. But now someone like decompiled it, and people are like looking into decompiling other more 360 games, which is pretty cool. Like, I don't know, decompile Beautiful Katamari. Do that. I wonder if you could decompile Jet Set Radio Future, because that's an original Xbox game, but you could emulate playing Future on 360. So I don't know how that works. I'm not a fucking software engineer, but maybe that could work out. Could be sweet. Disappointed it's not the game locked version really now. Yeah, that would have been cool. I don't know how you can play those little like Java phone version of these games. Like I would play the fucking Unleashed like mobile Java game if I could, because I played it as a kid, and I think it would be funny because it's like, you know, a really dinky little game. Is that the Werehog from hit games from 2008 Sonic Unleashed, now available on computers near you? Yep, I got him here. It's crazy. It took so long setting this up so that he could do this. You know, just like it took a lot of like training, like, you know, like doggy treats and stuff, like teaching him like to like how to scream on command. It's pretty cool. By the way, this is the most beautifully animated piece of like Sonic anything that's happening right now. This little Unleashed cutscene is like, it's fucking crazy. Like the squash and stretch in it just looks modern still. Like this looks like it could have been made like this year and just look this good. It's crazy. They spent all the budget on this, and unfortunately they had none for the actual game. Very sad. Oh no, we're gonna get to hear him, the evil. Ew, I don't like Jason Griffith as Sonic. He sounds a bit unnatural. It sounds unnatural when like Jason Griffith is trying to quip, like when he's trying to be like funny and smarmy, but when he's actually like talking like a normal like person as Sonic, it sounds okay. Which I think that's what people like about this particular Sonic, that he sounds subdued and human, not cartoony. How's the audio, by the way? It seems like it's probably really low. How's that? Tell me, should I raise it, lower it? Also take into account this is a cutscene. That fucking face. That face is in the... That face, like... I think that face that's like a meme from this game, that's like an unfinished version of that cutscene, right? Like, it doesn't actually look like that in-game. Like, it looks more... It looks less unnatural in the actual game, but it looks really funny, and I used it on the thumbnail. It's pretty good. Unleashed was Jason Griffith's probably best performance. Yeah, I think so. Could do without the wool. The wool is funny. It is a bit obnoxious though. Squash and stretch, the Werehog. The squash and stretch of the Werehog with us is very impressive. It sure is. It really is. There's fucking Dark Gaia and the world split into 8 pieces. I think it's really funny that people get caught on like Sonic like being a werewolf. People are like, why is Sonic a werewolf? Makes no sense. Meanwhile, the Earth has been split into 7 like continents and everyone is okay. Like nobody died. Pretty cool. Find it funny how Shadow the Hedgehog had one of the best animated cutscenes ever. The actual game looks gross and Shadow looks plastic. It's different. It's of course, you know, like jarring, but I kind of like the visual style of Heroes in Shadow game. Like everything looks oiled up and like shiny, but it looks kind of cool. It's very stylized. I'll take like stylized over like bland any day. Not to say that you know Sonic Adventure is bland, but like that GameCube era sort of like plasticky look on everything. It's kind of unique. It does look a bit like odd though. I always wonder this, like, how can Sonic Heroes be on the same console as Mario Sunshine when Mario Sunshine looks so much ridiculous, more like detailed and like textured, but you know, different developing. Not all games are made equal on the same system. It's the end of the world and no one bats an eye. I think it's part of like the little story that people don't like give a shit about the world splitting because of like Dark Gaia only like showing evil during the night. Like people are only like fucked up and depressed at night, so during the day they kind of like don't even know what the fuck's happening. That's kind of what I got from this. I just got this water out of the freezer. It's fucking yummy. It's really hot right now, guys. It's really hot in Spagonia. Little known fact, even though it's Europe. Although, is it Europe? Is it supposed to be Italy? It's just kind of like generic sort of European place. Pretty cool. This game is very funny with how it does the real world like exploration. Like Alaska is called Holoska and China is Chunnan. It's pretty funny. I like that. Very silly game. It's very silly when you're like doing like the crazy platforming, like the loops, and then like you're just in real Greece. Anyway, this is the best version of the game. I mean, this is the PC recompiled. Look at this. It looks HD. I set it to like 4K, 1080, 4K RTX on. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's like political commentary. The people don't care. Fuck. How's the audio now that we're like Amy? How's the audio now that we're like not in a crazy cutscene, huh? How's that? I must know. Look at the fucking PS3 cutscene that they just poured into this. That's cool. Prefer how it looks in Heroes because the game's brighter colors makes them look better. Oh, you mean specifically Shadow? That it's like kind of muddy and you're just like in like dark, evil, like edgy streets. I can kind of see that. Shadow can be colorful though. Like the internet levels in Shadow look very neon, like Tron, like glowy internet neon place, and like there's the Carnival Park level that looks, you know, it looks red. Hello Cactus, what's up? You open the string and now your remote isn't working or your TV froze. You're stuck here. You're stuck here with me and the Werehog. You will never leave. There's that stupid little thing. I never understood what Chip was supposed to be. He's a chihuahua apparently. That doesn't look like a chihuahua. He looks like a stupid little hamster. Don't shake a little thing like that, Sonic. You're gonna give it brain damage. Why do you think there's no Japan or Chile equivalent in Unleash? Everyone is dead. Really now. I was discussing like the Werehog's design with like friend, and I understand why they went with like a werewolf, because like they wanted to make this like a fucking God of War game for Sonic, so it makes sense to like give him claws. So they were like, oh, wolf has claws, make him a werewolf, and like it kind of like works with the whole like, oh, the evil's like possessing him. But it's also really weird that he's the only like thing that's possessed by Dark Gaia that looks unique like this. He's the only one that looks, you know, like a werewolf. It's kind of mildly like weird, but I understand it, because like this is the only way to change Sonic to like be able to do God of War effectively while also retaining like his design, while like not making him like not Sonic, because you know he still has like all of his features, the shoes, the spikes and everything, the color, but it's just a wolf. It's I understand it, but I do think they could have like maybe done that better. Maybe by not, now hear me out, not making this game God of War. They could have done that. I think that was a good start. the pre-rendered HD cutscenes made this version take twice as much space as it should. Really? I mean, is that like any better than like trying to recreate these cutscenes in like the visual novel style of the PS2 version? Because it, you know, it looks bad. The PS2 and Wii version of this game looks like shit. It's absolutely abysmal. It looks really low budget and cheap and like pales in comparison to the PS3. Although the PS3 version, while it looks very pretty, it doesn't run well in the intended hardware. Like they made a game for hardware like way after it. Like they made a fucking PS4 game for the PS3, so it had like a frame rate of like 2. It was crazy. And I actually really did want to revisit the PS3 version, because that's the version I grew up with as a kid. But oh my god, the fucking visual novel. I'm not reading any of this. This is like awful. I wanted to play the PS3 version because I played it as a kid. I really wanted that game too. Like I specifically asked like people like, I want Sonic Unleashed, but they gave me like Sonic Generations instead. And I was like, oh, that's cool, but it's not the one I wanted. Like I really wanted this fucking game. Oh yeah, the awful like tutorializing of this version. That's cool. I really wanted the PS3 version, but I couldn't like get it. And I really fucking wanted that game. And like as a kid I liked it. Okay, I wasn't like good at it, because like during daytime Sonic controls really bad, and during the night it's like boring block pushing puzzles. But like I like the game, but I haven't revisited it in a while, and I don't like it anymore really. Just looking at it, I don't really like the boost formula, like being just way too fast, and the Werehog levels are like 30 minutes of like mindless combat, jazz music and nothing. So I'm not, while I want to revisit it for the sake of nostalgia, I don't expect to go back to the PS3 version and be like, oh yeah, it's all coming back to me, I love this now. I don't expect that. But I do feel like it's important for me to like relive my childhood through that, I think. This version is stupid. I really do find it very noble that in the PS3 version you just start in Windmill Isle Act 1 and you just play the fucking game. In this they give you like 5 levels of tutorializing the like really basic controls of the game, and like it like doesn't let you play, like gives you a written tutorial from Chip, and then you have to like finish, like you have to finish a level, the game has to load again, like I gotta touch a fucking goal ring, go through a mission clear, go through a loading screen, and then go to the next tutorial bit. It's spaced like absolutely dog shit. I played this like a couple maybe 15 days ago, this Unleashed PS2 version, and I was like, I knew it was supposed to be bad, but I was impressed by just how bad this was. I was shocked at just how bad the Unleashed version is. It looks bad. It plays fairly like not great. The tutorializing is abysmal. The Werehog parts are actually the Werehog parts are like a mild improvement from the PS3 version, because they don't last quite as long. Like in this, the Werehog levels are like around 5-ish minutes, while in the PS3 version they're like 15 minutes to like half an hour, which is not good for a Sonic game. But otherwise, this is just a complete like utter downgrade from the PS3 version every way. It's pretty fucked. They should have made this a chaotix game. Play as Espio for speed stages, Vector for Werehog, and Charmy for shmup levels. That's silly. No, this was from like after Sonic 06. They were like, we're never using Sonic's friends again. So like from this point forward, only Sonic is like the only character in the series. Sometimes Tails, and even then you can only play as Sonic. Like this was pre Color's like reboot of the series to like make it brain dead, but this is already when they were like kind of trying to like sterilize Sonic a little bit, like steer it away from the adventure games and like the whole like anime aesthetic of the adventure games and everything. I gotta read whatever that said, because this is great. Like they were trying to steer this away from like the adventure games, like kind of like anime, like Japanese tone of Sonic, and this game feels oddly Pixar, with like the weird Pixar humans, the jazz band music, and like the whole world travel theme. It feels kind of like, it feels a little bit unlike Sonic slightly, but it still feels in character, like it has a proper theme to it. But from Colors forward, they are just absolutely shit the bed. What do they want me to do? Did you see? Okay, it speaks. Yeah. How do I boost? Circle. Okay, that's good. Very strange, like, place for the boost to be, but alright. Pretty sure the boost... No, the boost button is square in the PS3 version, sorry. Sonic the Lone Hog. There was a time the fans just wanted Sonic to have no friends. That's true. People kept complaining like, ugh, get rid of Sonic's stupid friends. They're what ruined the franchise, which is not true. The franchise was like being ruined by just being constantly rushed and the games being bad. But the fans were stupid, are still stupid, and they don't know what they want or like what is right for a fucking video game to work. So they blamed it on Sonic's stupid friends. Sonic is a fascinating franchise, but it absolutely, like, this series mostly sucks, I think. I think that, like, growing up is realizing that Sonic was indeed, like, Sonic wasn't always bad, but Sonic did indeed become pretty bad. New upload, you gotta watch now. That's crazy. Urgent. Chip's little tutorial model are so fruity. Gay little thing. Yeah, that's true. The future gets boring 20 years later? What? What was that in relation to? Oh. Everyone hated on the adventures? Now they desperately want Adventure 3? Really? Did people hate Sonic? I actually, yeah, I do remember that. There was a time that, like, the Game Grumps played Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, I don't give a shit. And they were like, oh, this sucks, this is so, like, ass. Because, you know, they're the Game Grumps and they're dumbasses. And, like, for a while there, it was, like, the popular thing that, like, the Sonic Adventure games are cringe because they have silly voice acting and, like, goofy, over-the-top stories. And now the fans, like, actually want Sonic to be badass again. It's just so, like, part of this whole inconsistency is, like, they've differing, like, generations of fans. You know, during the adventure games, they're like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, the game keeps, like, urging you to stop playing it. It's like, continue playing? Question mark? Like, do you really want to continue playing this piece of shit? For a while there, during the Sonic Adventure era, you know, like, there are probably, like, Genesis fans who are like, oh, why can't Sonic go back to the Genesis games? I guess not really. I feel like people are pretty receptive of Sonic Adventure. But, you know, ever since, like, the internet got instated, there were the Sonic fans who wanted the classic games, like the 2D physics games to come back. There are the fans who wanted you to stay on the adventure, wanted it to fucking be the boost games. You know, it's like, it's this sort of, like, incongruence on, like, all the fans wanting a different thing from the series because the series never knew what it wanted to be. Like, the series is just constantly reinventing itself for no reason and, like, constantly, like, doing its own, like, thing, which sometimes pays off on, like, making something kind of cool, but mostly, like, alienated the fans. Like, now there's people who fucking despise the boost games, there's people who want the boost games because they like the fucking mobile auto-runner gameplay, and, like, there's people who just want, like, you know, Sonic Mania. It's like, it's a mess. If you don't like Sonic already, stay away from the series. It's not worth it. Just stay away. Just leave. You're better off, man. That was before the Game Grumps, the pre-Sonic 4 era, really now. Oh my god. I forget that the boost gauge in this game, works completely different from the PS3 version. In the PS3 version, the boost is like, it's like a consistent bar, but in this you get like a small bar boost that like depletes once you press it, and you get like a little bit of boost, then you stop. Very strange. This is also not in the PS3 version. That's pretty fucking cool, man. You like fucking flattens it to the wall. That's sweet. Nice. At least I'm playing the game now. It is also of note that in this version, when Sonic is running, his legs move just about as fast as like they should actually be moving. Like, usually in a Sonic game, either his legs are really stylized, you know, like looking like a little blur, or they just move kind of fast and, you know, he's like locomotes fast. In this game, however, his little legs fucking go at it when he's going at full speed, and it actually looks like he's, you know, running at light speeds. It's kind of cool. Look at that, more PS3s on. I'm being pinged. What is this? Okay.
So, is this what you usually look like?
I also, like, I'm kind of like ambivalent to this game's story. It's very cute. I do like the whole world travel thing, because like, it's good for Sonic to like travel the world, because he's like supposed to be like, you know, a free spirit. He loves like seeing the sights everywhere and just have fun. But I don't know. It feels again. It feels a little Pixar. I don't really like Professor Pickle and all like those like stupid extra characters they have in this game. But it's like it's kind of cute, and it's kind of cute that Sonic is friends with like the Earth essentially. Like Sonic makes friends with Chip, who is Light Gaia, and Light Gaia is the world. So Sonic, who loves the Earth, is like literally in a literal sense becomes friends with the Earth. That's kind of cute. But Chip also has a character only really matters once he remembers his Light Guy and he has that little like heart to heart with you. The scene where he's like, oh Sonic, I gotta fucking protect the Earth and you're sweet. That scene is like very heartfelt and like it is very cool, but it doesn't feel earned because for the rest of the game Chip is just like a stupid little thing who's like, hey, you want chocolate? Hey Sonic, we gotta fucking do this cool shit. You want chocolate? Like it feels very like it feels unearned. Like it feels like it would work better for again a movie where there can actually be some like exploration to Sonic and Chip like spending time together than the time where like they're supposed to like split apart but they don't. Feels more impactful. Would feel actually impactful, you know what I mean? But of course they can't do that because it's a platformer game. What are the Werehog's thoughts on the matter? He's doing okay, I think. Alright, instead of giving you a hub world in this, they give you a visual novel. They give you this little like map of the town you're in, and you like talk to these PNGs of humans, and just like, and then you can progress to like the actual level select. I don't think I could have just removed this. I think I don't know. I don't know. This feels unnecessary. It also freaks me out a little because the PNGs look really strange. No, I already went there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Rent sonas, These are the PNG tubers of the people in this little land. That's really cool, man. I just thought that Tails is Wii U from this game, because in this game Tails is like a stupid like iPad, because it's an iPad baby, and it's like a big stupid like yellow tablet, and I thought that was created for like, I don't know, Sonic Lost World or something, because like Tails only starts like wielding that stupid phone in these like boost games forward. And I really thought that it was supposed to be a Wii U, and it was like made for the Wii U game as like a cross promotion thing. I don't know, but that's not true. The Wii U has been in the like series since this game. They even cross the arms. They are Rensonas, Hydration. I probably drank like 2 liters of water today already. Did you know that you're not supposed to drink like more than, I don't know, like 6 liters of water at one like given time, because it can actually like kill you? I think there was like a woman who drank like a fuck ton of water in like a very short amount of time, and she died. Her body couldn't handle the swag of the extra water, and she died. So don't do that. Can't believe Neon White ripped off Sonic Unleashed for the PSP by introducing visual novel elements into the platforming formula. Yeah, this game is basically like influential on like gaming, pretty much. Also, this is completely unique content to the PS2 version. You can't enter the Gaia zone in the PS3. These like temples are just like, is that a fucking fan? What is that? Is it just okay? In these areas are just like, you just like see a cutscene of like Sonic like putting the emerald back in here in the PS3 version, but for this PS2 version they decided to like make this weird little like mini game hub with the Gaia temple. Like you select the day and night level, then you can like go to little side levels to like earn extra lives and like do stupid mini games, and it's really strange. Also, Sonic's homing attack in this game is by double pressing the jump button, while in the PS3 version, it's like you press the jump button like square, or yeah, square. That's pretty crazy that they like changed it back to how it was in Adventure. It is really weird how they like sort of retooled the controls in the regular Unleashed. I'll just call it regular Unleashed because like this is the homunculus Unleashed. This is like the wrong fucked up Unleashed. But like the homing attack has always been on the like jump button. Just, you know, double press the jump button. But for Unleashed, they just decided, oh yeah, you press like jump and then fucking the boost button that now exists. It's also so weird to think about how the boost formula comes from Sonic Rush, which is a spin-off made by Dimps. Like, it makes sense that that game is like weird and gimmicky with the boost formula, Sonic Rush that is, because, you know, it's like them. It's like a third-party, like, developer. They're not the owners of Sonic, so that, like, them doing this weird, like, experimental play style with, like, a button to go fast. It kind of makes sense. But then they were like, you see that thing that them did there? Let's do that just for every Sonic game from now on. Again, because the stupid fans were like, oh, Sonic, you know, like, I think I always describe this as like the gotta go fast marketing of Sonic overtook the franchise. Like, Sonic was always you know, supposed to be about going kind of fast. You know, like the classic games and everything. The idea is that, you know, you can go fast in most platformers occasionally, but like it's not about going constantly fast. But because of, like, I don't know, internet memes, Sonic was like always supposed to like go fast. So like, as the series went on, I guess the fans weren't like satisfied with the current speed, so they're like, yeah, just make a game where you can press a singular button and Sonic just like fucking zooms forward. That's what the fans want. And so the boost formula was created, much to the clamor of people, but now to the terror of people. It's so, like, it's ridiculous. It's really, like, it's quite silly. Like, this series was supposed to be, like, platformers. This right here, what I'm playing right now, this is closer to a car racing game than a platformer game. Like, Sonic can... Are you okay? Sonic can actually drift in this game. It's like... They actually made it like a car racing game that vaguely like resembles a platformer, but like that makes it so platforming isn't good. And also, because it still has to have some platforming, the car racing gameplay also isn't good. So you get the worst of both worlds with the boost games, which is what, like, oh good, which is what perplexes me on how people can like these. I don't understand. Also, I just lost a lot of boosts. I don't know why. I don't understand. Again, this is not the version I grew up with. I don't know the minutia. I think maybe I get more boosts from the rings. I don't know. Can't. Oh wait, I already read that. Never mind. Oh wait, Sonic doesn't actually say "woo" in this version when he boosts. You see that? He says "rah." I remember that. For some reason, there's like some very arbitrary like voice clip changes between the two versions. Like in this version, Sonic says "rah" when he dashes. In the PS3, he says "woo," and the Werehog howls in this version and just like growls in the PS3 version. That is absolutely superfluous and nobody cares. God, the models look so bad in this. Like, for as much as like I'll give shit to like the boost formula and everything, like at least like regular Unleashed like looks good. Like it does look very impressive for like the time. Like it looks very HD and like everything is pretty detailed and like stylish. This, however, look at this stupid goopy little robot that I'm fighting. Also, something that's completely unique to the PS3 version. There's no robot chase. Oh cool. There's no robot chase in the first act of Windmill IO in PS3 version. I don't know where the fuck they got this from. I wonder what's the relationship between these two games. Like, was this version made like earlier in development of the PS3 version, so it has like unused ideas that were supposed to be in the PS3 but were removed eventually? Like, is that what's going on here? Because I really don't understand like some of the like design changes between these two. Like, obviously they're like completely different games. Like this one had to be built from the ground up as a completely different thing, because they of course couldn't just port the PS3 game to the PS2. It wouldn't be strong enough. It's already like barely strong enough for the PS3. But like, why would you like inherit? I guess, couldn't you just make this like a downscaled version of the PS3 version? I don't know. Couldn't you like replicate the levels but in low poly mode? I guess not. I don't know, it's very weird. It's like, again, it's very interesting, but also stupid and bizarre. I can't even like, what is this comparable to? What other game is like this? The only other example I can think of is like Rayman Raving Rabbids having like a DS version that's completely different from the Wii version. Otherwise, what other games are like completely different for like two console parts? Not any that I played, for sure. I think I'll play this game up until the moment where I don't have enough sun or moon medals, because I am not replaying these levels for better ranks, because this game sucks. I'll play like some Werehog levels and whatnot. Just having a little fun. Rayman 2. Rayman 2? No, Rayman 2 has just as many parts and like they have varying degrees of quality. Like some parts are like dog shit, and some others actually like are proper. Oh, what? Oh, just gets run into like a little side mission. That's fun. Sonic, Rayman 2 like on the PS1 I think is the worst, like really broken. But like between like the Dreamcast version, the N64 version, they all are the same, but they look a little different and they run a little different. Is their whole like deal. But I do remember like hearing about that. They're like the different versions between Rayman 2 like vary wildly, like the quality of them, which is crazy. I should play Rayman 2 sometime. Not gonna lie, I'm not like the most interested in Rayman 2. Like I think it's probably like fun, but it seems like a very basic platformer. Like I grew up with Rayman OB games and like I really enjoyed Rayman 3, but I don't feel that like compelled to play, you know, Rayman 1 without Rayman Redemption or Rayman 2. Eventually I'll get there just to like experience it and, you know, be like caught up on all the Rayman content, because that's the only real like that's the only proper real Rayman game I haven't fully played yet. I haven't played 2 at all, actually, not even touched it. I know that's the favorite of like many Rayman fans, so it must be like sweet. Why Sonic off center? Yeah, even with the quick step, Sonic is never truly like aligned with the little like. This looks like Subway Surfers, but it isn't. Like you can still steer Sonic again like a car. You don't have to just like be, you know, limited to 3 lanes, but you can be. Also, Sonic saying like, "Don't worry about it." For some reason, that's like the most memorable like line from Jason Sonic. Like they just like for some reason like sits in my mind like, "Don't worry about it," or like, "Don't think about it." I already forgot which one it is. I guess I don't remember it that well, but for some reason that's the thing that I remember from this Sonic. Let's see, from Round Diamond, I think it would be what is the most like iconic? Oh yeah, I was on a snooze cruise, I guess, or maybe I smell oil, or even I'm not fond of places like this.
I turn into this?
Calm the fuck down, dude. They released Rayman 2 on the DS, but market is a completely different game, really now. I like how they set up this plot of like Sonic being ashamed of being a wolf. Like this sort of like plot of like him not liking Amy seeing him like this, or like wanting to be careful about like who sees him like this. But it's like it doesn't really like come up. Again, this really feels like it feels like a Sonic Pixar movie, but because you're like stuck only with these cutscenes and the rest is like, you know, platforming gameplay, there's no real time to explore these like storylines, I guess. Like the whole thing of Sonic being like angry like at night, he's not really though. Like they allude that like maybe Sonic is slightly affected by like the negative dark Gaia energy, and he's a little bit like angry and more like moody than usual, but they don't do anything with it. And like before you know it, the game already like got the part where he's like, or Chip says like, "Sonic, you don't change at night because you have such a strong character." So there's really like no time for there to be like a plot line about like Sonic trying to overcome the Werehog farm. It's like kind of silly that they even like, it's silly that they like try but don't like do anything with it, you know what I mean? Like if it was just not there, they didn't like try to like poke at it, it would be less weird, but they do, and that makes it weird. Think about it, do I need a reason to help a friend out line? Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Again, Jason is like good, he has like a heartfelt Sonic, like a Sonic that's just like giving you like good advice, that's just like being like positive and like saying like nice words to you, but has like a sort of like proper like sort of radical Sonic. He's not really like great. This is like being a trans woman going through male puberty. Excuse me? What? Oh, the Werehog? Okay. You. All right. That's cool. Oh my god, these humans look very weird. They're like, somehow they're the least like out of place Sonic humans in the series, kinda. Like the ones in Adventure 1, they're very anime, they're very stylized, but they don't look too out of place like standing next to Sonic in that game. These humans are like kind of the opposite. They're like very Western. Again, like I can only think of this as like a Pixar movie. Like they're very Western, like cartoon little like humans. And people say that they're the least like out of place humans. I can kind of see it, certainly less out of place than, you know, the 06 humans who are just oh my god, low poly chip. The 06 humans are, you know, they're like photorealistic, like gross, disgusting PS3 models. Like that's, can you stop staring at me like that, Chip? Hello? Okay. He looks kind of cute there. His little like low poly model looks kind of like sweet. Looks like there's a garlic on his head. The fuck was that? The 06 humans are, you know, horrifying, but these are kind of like on the opposite. They still like freak me out a little bit, these humans, but they're like on the opposite like spectrum. Like the 06 humans are too fucking real, so it looks like nasty for them to be standing near the Sonic characters. Here they're a little bit too cartoony that they kind of don't feel like they should belong in the Sonic series, you know what I mean? We're hogging now. Look at that fucking model, man. Sonic, what do you think about the way that they made you look in this game? Okay, cool bit. Chip's slow poly model looks like it should be in a mobile gacha game. He is basically like a little stupid like anime fairy that like floats around Sonic and like gives him stupid like battle advice. He's basically a little Hyupao from Klonoa. That's not an anime. Yeah, see, he howls here, but he just goes like ah in the PS3 version. I think I like the ah better, frankly. Oh my god. You thought the stream ended? Are we dropping frames? No. 40 minutes, huh? That's cool. Hello, Bank Sizzly. Welcome to the stream. This is the best version of Unleashed. Also, the flawless game of Sonic Unleashed. Not gonna lie, I feel a little like left out on this whole like Sonic Unleashed recompiled thing, because, you know, for one, I can't fucking play it. My computer won't even open the launcher of the recomp. But also because like now that Sonic Unleashed can be played quote unquote the best way, people are like, oh, Sonic Unleashed was always good. Oh, and no, Sonic Unleashed is stupid and bad. Both versions of the game, but you know, one is worse than the other. And again, I wish I could be playing the PS3 version, not this one. But like I feel double left out, because like now the game that's on the spotlight is not a game that I'm cheering for. Like, why don't we get like a resurgence for Sonic Adventure, huh? I like that game a lot. That's my favorite Sonic. Clicking on YouTube started on the beginning of the stream, making think it ended. That's stupid. I don't know, YouTube is like bad. Don't worry about those texture glitches. My PS2 is a little hot, and I think the Werehog has been chewing on the console. What the fuck? How do I grab? I didn't read Chip's tutorial because I don't like him personally. I think it's R1. I think it's R1. Please be R1. Oh, it is R1. Good. Fuck off. Another thing about the PS3 version is that people like rave on about the opening of the game, that it looks so like good and like squashy and stretchy and like beautiful. The Werehog sections might be dog shit in Unleashed, but at least on the PS3 version, the Werehog is animated really fucking well. Like, even though it's, you know, God of War, it is very well animated. Like, the way that they animated Sonic, like his arms stretching around and like fighting shit, it looks very cool, like just in a visual level. Like his like fist like in beginning and like you know, squashing around and shit to like convey the meatiness of the punches. It's really good. It feels like fairly satisfying to fight. Unfortunately, it's a button mashy, and later in the game it's really like obnoxious because the enemies do like a lot of damage and take a lot to die. So, you know, it doesn't last long. Also, it's not even like, I don't even hate the Werehog for like the obvious reasons, like, you know, the jazz band and the fighting and the mashing. It's more so just that like they employed how is it that I say? Hold on, let me read this. Okay, I know how to do this. The biggest sin of the Werehog is just having like stupid like lowest form of game design. Is that thing that I talk about, how like a game just having like doors and switches for you to open, and like levers for you to pull, and like boxes for you to push. That's the stupidest, most like basic form of like video games that exists and like has no inherent worth. And in the Werehog levels, when you're not just like punching things, you're just pushing boxes and like pushing lever and like pulling levers. It's like really basic and boring. It's like, it sucks every way you look at it. And then, you know, on top of that, they're not like 5-minute levels, they're 30-minute levels. Very sad. Sonic Adventure gets so much love. What are you on about? Not in the circles that I circle. People suck off Sonic Adventure 2, which is just a complete downgrade from Sonic Adventure 1. Like, they made Sonic Control worse. The Tails mech levels are just even worse. Even worse. The Gamma levels are fine. They're just bad versions of the Gamma levels. And they made the Knuckles levels, which are already kind of bad in Adventure, even worse. They just fucked it up. But I still like Adventure 2 mostly for like nostalgia and the story. But that's the one that people really suck off. And I feel bad for Pearl Adventure, cause oh yeah, gently put it down. Good. I feel bad for Adventure 1 because people just like look at it as like, oh, it's the inferior game. The cutscenes are less like detailed, but like it feels like more of a platforming game, which is like why I love it. Like, it's the one Sonic game that really feels like a platformer. How do I throw these? Hello? I wasn't reading Chip's advice because, again, I hate him. Okay. Compressed, like, sound effects. Compressed menu sound effects. Very cool. Now loading. It's not bad on stream because I'm like talking, I'm ranting basically. I'm the angry ranter. My rant zone is on the corner there. You can see him. Hold on.
You can grab that crater.
Yes.
Once you've grabbed it.
Okay. It doesn't. It's like I've been ignored here because I'm like ranting and like talking and just streaming. But when I was playing this like a couple weeks ago, the loading screens in this are really bad. Again, during the tutorializing zone. Oh, right. This is an Xbox controller. I was pressing X on the Xbox controller while I should be pressing A. What was I saying? I can ignore the loading screens here because loading screen is like a good opportunity for me to like read and like just collect my thoughts. But when I was just like playing the game normally, during the tutorial, you gotta again finish a level, see like a goal ring, and then wait like 15 seconds of loading screen just to go to the next like 5-second level and see another loading screen. It's really bad. Usually when people like review Sonic Unleashed, they only play the PS3 version because it's the one that matters. But now I'm kind of curious what like people truly like think of this version, because before I actually play this, believe it or not, I heard people say this version was better than the PS3 version. Not a lot of people, just like a couple people saying like, oh yeah, the Wii version is so much better. It's like you don't have to like explore the hub worlds and get lost, and you don't have to like backtrack in the levels and find the sun and moon medals. But like, was it worth it not having to find the sun and moon medals if this is just like a completely worse version of the game? That's not a good trade-off, man. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't stress enough how like I went into this PS2 version like kind of wanting to laugh at it, being like, oh yeah, the PS2 version, it sucks. But also if like in the back of my mind, yo, this could actually be more like succinct and like pleasant than the PS3 version. But no, it wasn't. It's ridiculous. And I usually never play bad games. Like I usually don't play a game that I don't like, because again, I'm just like shitting on this game relentlessly. But I thought the stream would be funny, just playing this old version because people are like currently playing the recomp. So I play the bad version of the game and just have fun. And also I can do this. Good. Look at that! It's so muddy. It looks like he's moldy. It looks like there's mold on his fur. That's gross. Give this little thing a bath. Cause like the Werehog like has a design is like okay, but like his model in the PS3 is like pretty good. Like his little fur physics and everything, it looks alright. These things also look terrible, low poly. Like it looks good, but here it's just like gross. It looks like a little fucking goblin. Bad. Another thing that I will give it that, like, again, I'm not like, obviously I'm not the biggest fan of Unleash, but people do kind of give shit on the, to this game, or like aspects that make no sense. Like it matters not if you care or not about, like, if you like it or not that this is a God of War game. I personally don't think they should have. But like being like, oh, why are Sonic's arms stretching in this game? Makes no sense. Like complaining about that is truly ridiculous. Like, why is that your biggest concern about this? Like, why is he a werewolf and his arms are stretched? Because like that, really, man? Do you really want an explanation as to why his arms are stretched? It's because he's fucking Dark Gaia. It's because like you see these stupid comedians that we fight, they have stretchy arms, and therefore, since Sonic is like possessed by the same shit, he has stretchy arms. That's it. That's their explanation. Do you want a better explanation? They needed Sonic to be God of War, so they gave him claws. They needed like the little like sword on chain combat from God of War, so they made his arms stretch. It's just like a design choice for gameplay reasons. There, are you satisfied? I don't think Sonic fans think critically about anything. Like, they need a lore explanation for something that is just like a gameplay or like real world design mechanic, if you know what I mean. Like, do you know, like, oh, why are Sonic's shoes like cleats when he's a werehog? Like, the shoes aren't part of his being, it's his design. I think that Sonic fans are like pedantic in a very particularly like bad way. It's really like quite odd, quite silly. Look at that. Look at them. Look, they're gonna stretch their arms and shit. Or maybe they don't. I think they don't because they're the basic bitch versions. Stupid little fucking thing. Stupid ass comedians. I kind of like the dark Gaia creatures. These stupid like nightmares they call them. They're just glowy, like tribal neon tattoo little like critters. I think they're like fairly fun. I wish there was more variety to them, because for most of the game you're just fighting the comedians and shit and the little like floating things. It's a hack and slash though, so you know it's expected. No hack and slash has like any enemy variety ever. Like, you're always fighting hordes of the same fucking enemies with no much like variety to them. But what there is of these little things, like their designs are inoffensive. I actually always thought that these little things are like, I thought, you see like their big like circles on their forehead? I thought that was their eyes, and they had a little mouth with two dots in the mouth. But they're actually like a little hooded thing. Look at that. It's like a little hooded gremlin. Like the two little dots are its eyes. It's like a little Final Fantasy mage, you know? I was so busy like molding about other things that I forgot about the jazz band. Any fucking time you get into a combat encounter in the Werehog levels, it stops the good music dead in its tracks. Like, this game is a really good soundtrack both for day and night. Like, this little jazzy song is like great. But anytime an enemy, even as much as like thinks about you, you start hearing the bana, bana, na, na, and it's every single level, every single combat encounter, and you already know about this because like it's, you know, it's like what everyone talks about this game. It's probably the most like infamous thing about this game, the Werehog music, because it's just so incessant. Like that is not like an exaggeration, like a gamer exaggeration from the time, like, you know, like how gamers used to be sort of like, oh, Navi's so annoying, Ashley's such a useless character. Like, those are really sort of a hyperbole, like gamer hyperbole, like consequences of video game nerd, the video game nerd revolution, its consequences. But like the Werehog music in this game being annoying is not it's not hyperbole. It actually sucks. Like, it's actually just as annoying as like people make it out to be, because otherwise the soundtrack in this game is really good. If there was just no combat music, or like maybe like a normal fucking video game, whenever you fought enemies, like the music just added like drums to it. If it was like that, like this game would already be like 50% better, I think, like 50% more like pleasant. But they didn't do that because I don't know, they were like trying to do this whole like, again, like orchestra, like cinematic thing of this game. So, oh, goofy combat encounter. What should like accompany this? A big band thing. And it's like funny for like the first time you hear it, and then you hear it every single other time in the game, and you want to like die. Pretty bad. Where's that fucking little gem? What is that? Hey, Sonic Unleashed PS2 truthers, where is the more succinct Werehog design? Where's that little amulet? Can't find it. Also, there's no run button in this because they made it for the Wii. Like, they made this for the Wii, and you know, the Wii has like 3 buttons. So they're like, how do we make Sonic run? Just make him double tap the walk button. Like, you have to double tap the walk button as a Werehog to be able to run. While in the PS3 you just like held R2. It's pretty stupid, pretty dumb, I think. But you know, it's the Wii. Gotta love the Wii. Where is that fucking thing? Is that pink on my map like leading me to the fucking amulet? That's cool. That's like, yeah. This is the Unleashed that I know. Being like lost in the fucking Werehog level. This is classic. God damn it. Does it make the sound? Fuck yes, it does. The fucking the pot breaking sound. Hello, Anamembe, what's up? This decomp goes crazy. Sure does. It's even better than like playing it vanilla, I think. It's way like sweeter. This is the version of the game that you grew up with, right? I am so sorry for you. I am so fucking sorry. This is abysmal. This is like the worst. Little scurrying thing. How many hours until the big time, huh? What the fuck is with this? What's up with that? I already got the one that was there. Do I just not get it? I don't get to have it? I also just realized I have 2 extra lives. The way that this game is like fucking smoking, it's like fucking high, because they make it so like you have a set amount of extra lives. Like you start out with 2, then you can upgrade in the Gaia Temple to get like up to like 8 or like 10, I don't know. And like that is never how any like extra life system has ever worked in a Sonic game, where you have to, oh there it is, where you have to like upgrade your base amount of extra lives. That is ridiculous. It's never been like that. Why would you do that? It's also not like that in the PS3 version either. So like, where'd they get the idea? Crazy. You're waiting to be put under anesthesia. I hope it goes well. I'm rooting for you. I hope you get a good recovery. Yeah. You play this and you beat it. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. I watched this PS2 version be played like to completion by a streamer that I like, and yeah, it looks pretty bad. The final boss particularly is so sad seeing the final boss in this version, because like even though the final boss sucks just as much in the PS3 version, at least it looks cool. It's like, again, a good like spectacle. In this version it looks so like cheap and low budget, and you play Punch Out and then you do like a little stupid like dodging like section that's like in 2D, and it's so lame and bad. Although it is pretty lame and bad in the PS3 version, again, like it's not that different, but it's still sad to see. It's like, again, I can't like separate my like attachment to this game from playing as a kid. Well, just for playing Unleashed as a kid. So like seeing this PS2 version that is so much worse, like actually like kind of hurts me. It hurts my inner child, because like part of me still kind of likes Unleashed. I kind of, you know, there's like things about this that I enjoy. Not this PS2 version though. really not. God fucking damn it. Most every time that I've like tried playing a PS2 like mascot platformer, I've not really liked it, you know. Like recently I was playing Ratchet and Clank, the first one, and I didn't really like it. I didn't really gel with it. It was kind of annoying. Like the later like levels that I got to, they were like, the enemies were a bit too plentiful, and the controls didn't feel good enough for the like kind of combat they were giving me, and it felt unsatisfying and was pissing me off. I rule. Shut the fuck up, Sonic. Stop giving me the side eye also. Whoa, A rank. Nice. Do I get 2? Oh, nice. I haven't like played Jack and Dexter yet though, so maybe that one will click. How cool, I get illustration 59. Nice. Shut up. I don't care about concept art. Cutscene? Ignore that thing at the top there. Don't worry about that. You really want to like this game on a playthrough, but the Werehog stages later on drag on for a while? It's not just the Werehog though. The boost sucks too. Like, even if you like the boost game in this PS2 version is atrocious. It's crazy though that like, hold on, fuck. Next time I'll do it. When I played it as a kid, chances are, I don't exactly remember, but like, chances are that I did like the Werehog levels more than the daytime levels, just because like, while, you know, the daytime levels look cool and like, you know, going fast is like fun-ish, just controlling Sonic is a fucking hassle in these games. Like, I think they like kind of made it better in Generations from Unleashed, but just trying to move Sonic around that game is really slippery. Also, in this game I also like go to the left when I hold forward. I think that's just a thing with my controller. Just like trying to move Sonic around like it's a normal game is really fucking difficult on the boost on Unleashed and just in the boost games, but especially in Unleashed. And what's even crazier is that Sonic's like normal acceleration is already so like out of whack that it's hard to control him whatsoever for like actual platforming that's not just hold forward and boost.
Sonic.
You can also upgrade Sonic, like daytime Sonic in that version, to make him even faster and even worse to like handle. That's like ridiculous. Like, if you do anything but like upgrade the Werehog like stats in that game, you won't be able to proceed, because like, one, Sonic will be way too fucking fast to control, and two, the Werehog won't have, don't worry about the barking, the Werehog is a little like angry that I'm like dissing his game. Like, Sonic in the day will be too fast, and the one in the night will be too weak to like beat the later levels. Like, if you don't put all of your points into health, you won't have like the resources to like fight the stupid like little mages and Shamar and shit. Like I remember the fire wizards being particularly really bad in the later levels of Unleashed PS3. It's like really atrocious. Like, and then to cap it all off for Unleashed, there's Eggman Land. Who here in the audience has beat Eggman Land? Who here played this game and like beat Eggman Land, huh? Because I never did. I played that game a lot as a kid, and I never could beat Eggman Land, because it's like a 45-minute level where you just constantly switch between Sonic and Werehog, and it's like just the most annoying precision platforming you've ever seen in a game that doesn't have good controls for precision platforming. It's just ridiculous. I hate that level. And like my entire, like, I think that's part of why I'm so like adamant to replay Unleashed. I need to beat Eggman Land to like reconcile with like this part of my life that I could never. What the fuck is that animation, man? Like, I just could never do it. What the fuck? Look at that animation. That doesn't look finished. Like, it's just a terrible like marathon of like the worst aspects of the game for 45 minutes, and like it's just non-stop. At least in this version, the Eggman Land levels are like, there's like 5 of them or so. They still seem pretty bad. They still seem pretty like annoying and just like the PS3 version, but at least you have like the kind of like checkpoints from, you know, there being like ends to the levels. In the PS3 version, I'm pretty sure like if you get a checkpoint late in Eggman Land and like you die, you go back from the start, because that's how extra lives works in Sonic games. Like, that's not viable. You can't do that. And people say, oh, this is the hardest level in Sonic history. No, it's just the worst level in Sonic history. That's probably worse than like some other like shitty Sonic game that I like can't think of right now. I don't know, Sonic Superstars. The final level of Sonic Superstars is pretty bad. The game is Sonic Superstars, more so than like being bad, it's just boring. It just looks like soulless and bland. It has forced soul. Like, genuinely, that game, like, there's nothing of interest in Sonic Superstars. Like, anything that has been like done in it has already been done in like regular classic Sonic. Like, like 15 times better in like Sonic Mania or like Sonic 3. There's like nothing there. Although at least it is in Sonic 4. People like tried saying that Sonic Superstars was like better than was worse than Sonic 4 when it was out. No, it fucking wasn't. Sonic 4 is like the worst. Sonic 4 is a mobile game. It's like the true like what's it called? The creme de la creme on like being like ass and like nothing. Like super, you know that what is the new Super Mario Bros game that everyone hates? It's the second one, I think, or just the one they called New Super Mario Bros 2, the one that has like the coin gimmick. Like Sonic 4 is that, but for Sonic, you know what I mean? Like Sonic Superstars is like bad and bland and like has the terrible boss fights, but it still isn't like just as like shameless of like a cash grab like nothing game as Sonic 4. It doesn't get that low. What that do? Huh? What that? Huh? Oh, okay. You beat it when you were out of school for 3 weeks on a grade in 3 weeks in grade on a CRT on hardware, and it was kind of awesome. I mean, if I beat it as a kid, I probably would have like fucking popped off. I probably would have like gone crazy, like beating that like stupid obnoxious of a level. But I never did. I tried a lot, and I just never did. Eventually, I just like stopped and just never touched it again. And then I sold my PS3, which was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever money that we got for that PS3 is not like, it was not worth just like the memories like down the drain. I don't think so. It's okay. One day when I'm rich, I'll get a PS3 and like relive my childhood vicariously. What the fuck is up with these bees? I can't hit them. Their hitbox doesn't work. Shut up, Werehog. Okay. That was worth it. That was worth the damage. Unfortunately, I can't press the Werehog button fast enough. I have to. It's like a toggle. Fucking die! Okay. What is oh, I can grab it? Really? Not. I can't. What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh, circle also attacks. Interesting. Even the combat in this is way worse. Like, have I unlocked any combos whatsoever? Like, for one, in PS3 Unleashed, you don't really like use the combos you unlock. Like, it's very superfluous to unlock them because like you mostly just be mashing the buttons. But at least you had the option to like, have like, you know, the little like God of War like button input combination things. In this version, you just like have a light and heavy attack. You don't really do anything. Like, you don't really do anything complex if you want. Very unfortunate. Oh, grade 8, I see. There was like a video recently of like, before the recomp even came out, someone did a video like the way that Sonic Unleashed, the way that the Werehog is supposed to be played, and it's like someone playing like doing all the like crazy combos and shit, and like you know, like fighting all the enemies, like blocking and like dodging flawlessly. And the comments was all like people like circle jerking hard, being like, oh yeah, finally someone plays the Werehog correctly, instead of just like not giving it a chance and saying that it's bad. But like, what you don't know, dear, is that you will never play the Werehog like that the first time that you play the game, unless like you grind like one single like Werehog level for like years, because like you will never get the EXP points in that game like fast enough to get like all the crazy button input combos that like make the game like crazy like that. You will never do that. Also, the person was using a mod that makes it so the Werehog battle team doesn't play, and that's kind of like sweet though, like genuinely kind of beautiful. I'm being pinged again. Never ping me ever. Okay. I'm basically just like mauling about like Sonic fans at this point. I'm basically just like venting. This is like a vent stream. Really cool. At least I have my emotional support Werehog. Music? Hello? Oh, it's there. It's supposed to be a Devil May Cry clone, so I guess it makes sense. What, having to grind one level forever? Yeah, but like, that doesn't mean it's good. Also, doesn't mean that it's like, that it fits Sonic, because like, you know, Sonic is supposed to be like made for replayability, but like you can't really play the Werehog levels fast, because like again, the fastest you can beat a fucking Werehog level is in like 7 to like 15 to like 30 minutes. Like in classic Sonic, you're supposed to like go really fast and like beat a level in like 2 minutes and like not get hit by anything. In the Werehog, it basically like gets down to like how fast you can mash the buttons and like go through all the mindless combat encounters, do the stupid platforming, do the stupid block pushing puzzles, and win. Like, it's not really the same kind of... There's your problem. There's your problem. The inherent gameplay of God of War is not the gameplay of Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Oh no. Nice. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. In a way, I feel even like crazier like interacting with like the subsidiary of Sonic fan that is like an Unleashed fan, because like we can kind of meet halfway, because again, I played it as a kid, I have nostalgia for it. Like, I will understand some of like the praise for the game, but then the person will say like, oh yeah, the Werehog levels rock, and I'm like, do you hear yourself talk? Are you insane? Like, I don't want to interact with that person anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I have like unsolved like issues with the Sonic Unleashed games, or just Sonic Unleashed. If we ignore that, there's two versions of it. I can't fucking grab these enemies. They're not like... There's no stun button. What did that sound? I think that was nothing. Oh, cool. This is the PS3 version of... Regular Unleashed was also my first ever hack and slash game. I never actually played the God of War games, and I don't know if I kind of feel like maybe I would like be bored of this kind of formula of game like anyway without playing Unleashed, but like I feel like Unleashed being like your first hack and slash is not a good look, because again, it's like really mashy and not like complex and like way too repetitive. So like I wonder if it's like because of like Unleashed that I don't really like give a shit about character action games. I really did enjoy No More Heroes 2. That's like basically the only two like hack and slashes that I've played. No More Heroes 2 and like Unleashed. At least the only ones that I've like beat, I guess, even though, you know, I guess I didn't beat Eggman Land. But shut up, Werehog. But I don't know. I guess I would be willing to like give other hack and slashes that people consider actually good a chance, maybe. Imagine if Mario did this type of trend hopping. It'd be ridiculous, but I guess it makes more sense for Sonic, because like again, Sonic is always fucking reinventing itself, and the series is like always about like radical changes like this. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous. I always like recently I had like a moment of like liking a genre of game that I never liked before. I really don't like fighting games, but recently I played Little League, which to be fair is a very gimmicky like spin on a fighting game, but I really did like that. I like that a lot. I really like Little League. I already beat the story mode with like every possible little character, and I really enjoy it. I understand that it's like fundamentally it's not really a fighting game. It's like a little bit different. It's like you don't actually beat people up. You hit a ball and shit. Oh, these are deep nightmares. You don't really like beat people up. It's not like an actual fighting game, but it has the fundamentals of a fighting game, and even more than that, it makes me understand like why someone would like want to learn. Oh look, I'm doing combos actually. It makes me understand why people like try to learn a fighting game and like get good at. Like I want to get good at Little League, but again, it's like very gimmicky and not really a fighting game. And I don't know if I tried playing fucking Street Fighter, I would enjoy it the same way. But there are exceptions to like genres that I don't really care about. And again, the genres that I don't care about are most genres. Oh my god, he was freaking out. I fucking love that sound. Love that sound. I think one more.
Can I start over?
I like the one in the PS3 version where like if you do dog shit enough in the level, he just like runs away with like his arms dragging on the ground. He's like stretchy arms. It's very sad. Little stock whoosh sound. What is the fuck is this fucking like level up system? Warhammer. What is this? Okay. Wow, I got a tablet fragment. They also do this weird thing where like you need to talk to the fucking like, you need to talk to the sheriff of each fucking continent to like get a stone key piece so that you can like enter the new Gaia temple or like fight the boss, which is not really a thing in PS3 Unleashed, I think. Like as long as you know beat a little world, you can just fight a boss. I know there was like some shit of like the like upgrades, like sometimes you had to talk to a character and like get the like spring shoes or whatever. Also that was supposed to be a boss fight. In the PS3 version you actually fight that big Titan dark thing, but in this version they just couldn't do it. Hello Guzman, what's up? Who let the songs out?
What are you doing out here?
Sonic,
That's as good as I can get it on rhythm. Again, it's a toggle. I can't make it any better than that, man.
that's a new look. What happened?
That's a neat trick.
Know me. Never a dull moment.
Want some chocolate?
That was an actually funny line. Good job. And there it is. There is Chip's entire fucking character for the whole of this game. Just, do you want some chocolate? He does it for the entire fucking game. It's his only character trait, and it's so like, it's just lame. And also like, I didn't remember, but like the whole thing with Professor Pickle being constant like, oh yes, I would like to do whatever I'm gonna do with while eating a nice pickle sandwich. That's such like a baby movie like thing, like a recurring joke. Like they just constantly talk about their respective little catchphrase food. What the fuck is this weak shit?
That's a continent over. An easy jog if the
You know what? This version is the best version of the game because I don't have to do the plane section. I fucking hate the plane section in the regular Unleashed. It sucks. They made it even worse than in Sonic Adventure, where like it's actually like Star Fox, which I don't really like Star Fox, but like at least you're like shooting things with your own input. In the Unleashed plane section, you just gotta like do a quick time event. You just like press the buttons of the projectiles that come after you, and like they get automatically like swiped. That's ridiculous. And that's actually like the first time I ever played Unleashed. It was like in the house of like some friend. It was like on 360, and the first thing that I played was the stupid plane section that sucked, and not a good look. Visit Spagonia. That's a really good name for Europe. Apotos. That was Greece, by the way. You could really tell because everything was white marble. I don't actually know if Greece looks like that or not. If it does, that's fucking awesome. Oh, village. You're hungry and you can't eat. Unfortunate. It's okay. You'll get a lot of goop to eat in the next few days. Oh shit! This song. You know that song from A Hat in Time? Well, you don't, but I'll talk about this anyway. A new song from A Hat in Time from they call it the Call Site and Adventure era. It was like a beta version of the game when it was still like a hack and slash or whatever. It has a song in it for Mafia Town, and Mafia Town used to just look like Apotos in this game, just look like Greece. It was just all like white marble. And the song, The City of Call Site and Adventure, sounds exactly like this. And I always say that song reminds me of another song. It's this song. And also, you know, just sounds like Europe anyway, like Europe accordion, I guess. If Tails can fly away, why doesn't he just leave? Oh, you know, you don't want goop, you want chicken wing. It's okay, you can get chicken wing goop. Thought about that? Like get a bunch of chicken wing, put it in a blender, put some like yogurt in, blend it all up, it'll become a little paste. Eat that shit up. There we go. Free recipe. Oh my god, free recipe for you. I always thought, well, I didn't always think. I didn't always think. I once thought, but then I forgot. No, I was gonna say I never really thought about it when I was a kid, but some of the some of the human characters in this game look a bit like, they look a bit strange, and I'm talking about specifically the Africa continent and the China continent and the Alaska continent characters. They look a little bit like they could be vaguely a little bit racist. You'll see them.
And a whole pack of robots.
And a whole pack of robots.
Poor Professor Pickle off. Lab data and all.
That's Jason Griffith. I never thought about that. That's just fucking Jason Griffith doing his like regular fucking Jason Griffith voice.
Go help that professor guy out, and fast.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
He got kidnapped that long ago. He's gotta be real hungry by
Yeah, his
now.
only character trait.
And if I was that that
talking
hungry.
about food.
I don't know how long I would last. I'd rather be dead.
His little stupid flapping sound really is ridiculous. Like, literally everyone like makes the joke that it sounds like jerking off, but his little stupid flapping sound really does suck.
Even he's not that cruel.
Okay.
Yeah, Eggman isn't cruel enough to like let a person starve. Yeah, sure, Tails. He just split the fucking earth. Very cool. Again, even oh my god, Tails is going. He's like internally going like, very cool. Oh my god, these Spartans look like dog shit. Who made these? I don't hate the story of this game. Like, nothing that like precedes Sonic Colors will ever be as bad as it. Like, no Sonic game will ever have like as bad of a story as like Sonic Colors and Lost World and Forces. But the writing in this game is already a little bit shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's already a little bit shitty. Like, I don't really like the way that the characters are characterized in this game. They feel a little like, they just feel a little generic. But like, there's some the thing is that like this game has some like choice moments in it that are neat, and people always point them to you to like say that this game rocks, but like the overall package is not like that. Like, again, you can't just cherry pick one good part of a thing and say, oh yeah, it rocks, look at this, because it doesn't reflect how it is for the whole time. Again, it's the Family Guy effect, like the Family Guy effect of people like showing little like Family Guy funny clips to you, and they're like, oh yeah, this show, no, if someone shows like someone posts on Twitter like a little Family Guy funny clip, and they're like, oh yeah, this show is actually like, this show is actually really fun, it's actually really funny, and like everyone in the comments are like, oh yeah, this show is actually really funny, maybe I should give it a chance. But like, taking one little funny clip from Family Guy, I was gonna call it Funny Guy, taking a clip from Family Guy does not like indicate the overall quality of watching like a 20-minute episode of Family Guy, you know what I mean? And now I can like actually attest to that, because Tommy like got us to watch a couple like episodes of Family Guy just for like fun, and yeah, no, the show is really like just dull and nothing for like 80% of it, with like 2 little jokes per episode that actually like get a laugh out of you. But like, that doesn't mean it's good, you know what I mean? Yeah, he talks about fucking sandwiches, fucking hilarious. That animation of Tails looks really like bad. He looks a bit stiff.
You haven't changed.
Tell me, what brings you here?
Stupid fucking character. I hate that they tried to make this character a thing. They're like, oh yeah, Professor Pickle, Tails has always known this guy. Who the fuck is this Pixar ass like big eyebrows MFer?
Right then, first things first.
I always thought the lighting in the scene looked kind of weird.
How to make a proper sandwich.
Shut the fuck up about sandwiches already. Oh wait, I can skip this? Oh. I actually like tried skipping it and I found out I couldn't.
The contents of that vault before the Thank you. Those documents are
Please, Anne. Please, cutscene, Anne.
this crisis. Let's go. There's no time to lose. I'm starved after
Okay.
being fed nothing but those
I let out my my energy already.
Chocolate, Professor?
God fucking damn it, the two stupid gluttonous beings interacting with each other. Everything you needed. Well, that is an awesome cutscene in like really established stuff. It also is very strange that this game like tries to retcon the Chaos Emeralds into like being just like a thing of the Earth. Like, it's just, yeah, there have always been these Gaia temples where the where the Chaos Emeralds reside, which is like, no man, they were in the Knuckles Island, and like Knuckles had to guard them all. What the fuck do you mean the Gaia temples? Like, it's really obvious that, you know, this series was undergoing like a light reboot with Unleashed, even more with Colors, where they don't even mention the Chaos Emeralds or anything pertaining to the series anymore. Anything that, like, you know, made Sonic shut up, Werehog. Like, but even here, they're already like, oh yeah, no, that's what the series was always about. That's what the Chaos Emeralds were always like. And it's so weird, because like now there's Frontiers, which like harkens back to Knuckles' Chaos lore, and like Knuckles Chaos Emerald lore and Master Emerald and Chaos from Adventure 1 and fucking Gerald Robotnik, while also Frontiers makes like mention of Dark Gaia. So like they rebooted they re-retconned it. They're like, yeah, Dark Gaia does exist, but like probably the Gaia temples don't. It's so stupid. This series is stupid. Why do I even like Sonic? Shut the fuck up, Professor Pickle. Your portrait looks bad. Missouri. Can we take a peek at Missouri, please? Yeah, no, just get out, just get in there. Now, what you're about to see, I'm not entirely like certain, like how like concerned it is. Shut up, Chip. Oh wait. All right, pre-rendered. Yeah, I don't know if I like the way that these humans are drawn. I don't know about that. Like, don't they look like vaguely like a little bit like I don't know. I guess all of the other humans in this look pretty like stupid as well, but I don't know. Like the way that they, even more the way that they draw the Chun-Nan people is a bit like, I don't know. You never see anyone like mention it though. It's kind of funny to me. Oh yeah, the stupid Arbot clone. Forgot about that little thing. That is actually not Arbot. Did you know that? That's just like, this is a different robot that they have here for some reason. I guess they were like, Eggman needs a little friend to like have banter with, because he does that in the anime and, you know, in Sonic X, and I guess No, he doesn't really have, like, before this game, he doesn't really have any, like, little robot companion. You know, there's Ground and Scratch, there's the stupid Sonic X robots and whatnot, and, like, Snively in Sonic SatAM. But in the games, this is the first time that Eggman had, like, a stupid little, like, robot friend to, like, conversate with. And, I think it's called, like, Sass in this game. And then in Colors, they just reused the model of that robot, made it red, called it Arbot, and made Qbot, and there they are. Which are other two like completely like no inherent worth like characters. Oh my god. Why is she kinda bad though? You like Arbot but hate Qbot. They're the same shit. They're the same, like they're two sides of a same coin. Like one is like witty and like smug and witty and like makes like mean jokes, and the other is just like an idiot and basically girl from Invader Zim, but like even worse. And both are bad. Both are just like absolutely like adds nothing to nobody's life. Just completely like just try. Shut up, Werehog. You don't gotta say in this. I need to check the time on the stream. 1 hour and 25. Let's do the first boss and then like stop, because I think it's right here, right? This is the first boss. The Egg Beetle. I don't think I want to play this game beyond the Egg Beetle anyway. Oh, what? First Temple, Gaia Gate. You don't even fucking play Savannah Citadel in this game, which is actually one of my favorite songs and levels in Sonic Unleashed normal. Especially, mostly the song. I don't exactly quite remember what the level was like, but I really like the little like the drum and flute and guitar mix of Savannah Citadel. It's fucking awesome. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Stream just started. You already gonna end? Well, this game isn't stellar. I don't know if you've like noticed that. Did I just win that door has Werehog? Oh no, no. Oh, thank fucking god. I thought it was gonna be the Missouri Werehog level. I am relieved. Oh yeah, this fucking golden line. Hey, there's a little remix of Savannah Citadel there in the song. How'd you get here so quickly? That is like stellar fucking writing, man. How'd you get here so quick? Oh no. This I used to like the Sphinx design, the Egg Beetle, but it was completely ruined the second that I realized that it has like stupid eyes like on the mandibles. Like you see those two like orbs? Those are supposed to be eyes. I thought it was like a cool like eyeless beetle, but those eyes make it just look stupid. Stop being funny, Chip. Funny under like under many quotations. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. That looks like a DS model. Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess the DS came after the PS2. It's actually quite odd that this game even exists now that I think about it, because Sonic 06 already existed. Why would they still be like supporting like the PS2? Why would they make like a PS2 version of this? I guess the PS2 was like a really popular console overall, so they were like, is that the companion cube? So they were like, oh, we gotta put this new game in there after Sonic 06 was an abject failure. But like, that's really weird. Like, I wouldn't think that like when making games you would like backtrack like this, you know what I mean? Like go one generation back just for one game? That's weird. I guess this was also on the Wii, which is, you know, just about as powerful as a fucking PS2. The Wii was the start of Nintendo like sacrificing their software power for like a shitty gimmick. Like, you know, the Wii doesn't have like as much power as like a PS3. It has like a PS3 or a 360, but you can like waggle around your controller with like kind of functional waggle physics sometimes. Is that cool? Isn't that a good trade-off? And they still are. They actually never grew out of that. They made the Switch be like one generation behind all the other consoles, and still are using it until like, you know, recently with the Switch 2, and like for this like the little portable and home console gimmick, which is quite silly, I must say. Forget it's a boost game. Pretty easy to do that. You actually don't have to boost a whole lot in this version. Again, because the boost gauge is like small in this version, you don't really like gotta be always doing it. In the PS3 version, I feel like you're just constantly boosting. You're supposed to be, at least. What the fuck? Can you hit that? No? Okay. Cool boss fight. The fucking main theme. PS2 and Wii sold well early. Sold well. They are early Wii U and PS4 gen games that came out on it. No? What? What are you talking about? What? Name names right now. Forgot the boss fights in this suck. Name one game. A singular one. Is this like a classic like Tommy Lie moment? Because I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. That they were releasing PS4 games on the Wii. They were not doing that. The Wii was like long fucking dead by the time the PS3 was like real. Stopped supporting PS2 in 2012, 2013, and we ended in 2019. Yeah? Just Dance. Okay, I can understand how you would like confuse this, but not every Just Dance game is the same game. Although they are very interchangeable, like normie slop gaming, they are technically, like in a technicality, different games, okay? It's not like the Just Dance you see on the PS4 is not the Just Dance you see on the Wii, okay? Hope this helps. Crazy little thing. How do I dodge these? Fucking Santa Claus. This is the first game where like Eggman has that stupid ho 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 laugh, which is stupid. I don't understand this. Just this in general. I don't understand any of this. What is this? Am I supposed to duck? I can't even duck. Okay, that one worked. Again, the jumping and the moving around is so bad. Okay. One of these boss fights, for some reason, like, I think it's probably because, you know, this is like a PS2 game, like fucking pushing the limit of what it can like do, because it's trying to emulate a PS3 game. So like, I don't think they had a lot of space for like, you know, audio in this game. So in every boss fight, every Eggman boss fight after this one, whenever he takes damage, he says like, "Oh, you little," but like he never says anything else. Like he just constantly says "you little" in like different like tones of voice. He's like, "Oh, you little, oh, you little." It's so dumb. I can't imagine anyone that like worked on this was very proud of it, you know. I can't imagine like finishing this and being like, "Oh yeah, this rocks." Although I can't really think that for like a couple Sonic games. Like I'm pretty sure they like were very proud of like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 because like they were very impressive like feats. And Sonic Adventure 2 like was like a final, like Sonic Adventure 2 was supposed to be the final Sonic game because they thought they would go under because the Dreamcast failed. So like it was kind of like a beautiful like kind of like farewell to Sonic, that game. And like I can think like being proud of that game, even though I'm like not the biggest fan of it on a gameplay level. But I can't think like being proud of Sonic Colors. Not only that, it didn't even come out on the Wii U. Which Just Dance is it? Can you like cite your sources, buddy? This thing looks more like a spider than a beetle. I think they like fucked up. Was a friend made like a very good... Actually, I don't know if it was like Gabriel or something that said this, or if I just saw it on the internet. It's good anyway. That every like Eggman machine that is like based on an animal, every Eggman machine that is based on an animal should like... It should be like... It should not function like the animal would naturally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he makes a machine that is like a turtle, he should give it like wheels or like propellers. Because like, if he made like a tiger, it would not just walk on its legs, it would like float or some shit. Because Eggman thinks he's above nature, so he would not design a creature to be like the actual animal he's basing it off. He would quote unquote try to improve on the like nature design, on like nature's like creature design, you know what I mean? And I think that's like a fascinating little like reading of Eggman's like creations. It's pretty good. All right, we're done. We can see like the first like continent being fixed, I guess.
Is that the Temple of Gaia?
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. That looks like a Hat in Time. Those like little like those weird like, I don't know, tarps. They look like the Alpine skyline in Hat in Time. That's crazy. What is this place? They've been in every single Gaia temple so far. What is this place? Yeah, they definitely like made up the Gaia temple just for this PS2 version. I was wondering if like entering the Gaia temple in the hub world was like an idea like left over from like an original like concept in PS3 Unleashed, but probably not.
Wait!
Stupid little thing. There's also it's also really weird in the PS3 version. In the playing section, you fight Eggman. Like it's supposed to be Eggman in his like ship, and like you meet him and you fight him, like you have a dog fight with him. But then when he meets Sonic, he's like, "You're still alive," which makes no sense because like he would know that Sonic is still alive. I feel like that playing level was like probably added like early in development in like an early draft of the script or some shit. Or was supposed to be like later in the game or something, but it wasn't. I thought that was a Master Emerald because it was green and big in the screen.
This was the Temple of Gaia. That's gotta be
Vector, green and big in the screen. Just had a crazy idea for like a Vector fan game. Just Dance 2020, released in 2019, was on the Wii. Really now. Why would they do that? Why? Why would they bother? And how would that even work? I guess Just Dance is a really like basic bitch like rhythm game, dance game, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. It's like that's like a game my grandma plays. I have no knowledge on what that even is. Low poly Earth jump scare. Wow, we fixed it. Well, that was fun. Again, I was just capitalizing on, you know, the Unleashed recomp. I wanted to like have some fun, like making fun of this shitty, stupid like version of the game. And I don't know, maybe one day when I have like a supercomputer, I can play the Unleashed recomp and like relive my childhood and shit on the game some more actually. But for now, this is all. Yeah, pretty cool. Thanks for watching, and then see you around for more.
Ah!